Hey guys, it's Lynette. I'm coming to you with my latest update. So you all know that recently my tumor marker tests have been slightly increasing. So we took another and I got the results back this morning. From 236 it went to 884. So my oncologist wanted to get me in immediately to do a CT scan, and I did that today around 1:30. I got the results back from my doctor at around 4 o'clock, I think. And there is growth on 2 tumors. So what that tells me is my cancer responds to the 1-2 punch of chemo with the Pancreas. The Pancreas alone can't kill the cancer. That's just for me. It has on other people, but as you know, we're all different. You know, our body chemistry is different. So I'm going to be going back on gemcitabine. I'm not adding the Abraxane because that gives me neuropathy. I'm going to see if the gemcitabine along with the Pancreas will just pummel out the rest of my cancer. One tumor, just so I'll give you an idea of the increase. One tumor was 0.5 centimeters and is now 1.6. And the other was 1.2 centimeters and is now 2.3. So they both grew 1.1 centimeters in 9 or 10 weeks. It's not fast growing, it's not strong, obviously. So I think we're at a good point in, going in for the final kill for these two. I asked him how many I had left, and he said the rest that are there are barely visible. He said it doesn't mean that they're not alive, but they're barely visible. So really, when I start the chemo back up along with the Pancreas, I'm sure it's going to take care of the rest of the smaller ones that are less visible, and at the same time hopefully beat up these 2 tumors that are little badasses that just want to hang around for a bit. I also got a bonus hernia on my incision right above my belly button, but that's 2.5 centimeters, and my doctor told me I don't, it's the least of my worries, don't worry about that right now. He also said if I take good care of myself and I'm not picking up heavy stuff, that it may shrink. It may just, take care of itself. So my body needs, or my cancer needs, the chemo and the Pancreas 1-2 punch. Is it disappointing? Yeah, a little, but when I was on chemo starting in June with the gemcitabine and the Abraxane, my tumor markers dropped really fast. So I'm hoping it'll do the same thing this time around. And I think if I add in the B17, that would also help, and I received that today. It's still in the package. I'll show you information about it on my next video, which will be soon when I find out whenever I'm starting chemo. Sorry for my face. I was crying because that's not what I wanted to hear. But what can you do? Apparently my liver and my white blood cells are okay enough for me to start chemo. My oncologist allowed me to choose which chemo I wanted to start back with. He was suggesting, since I tolerated Folfirinox so well, he wanted me to go back on that, but no, not doing that. So I said we can start on gemcitabine and check it with the CA19-9 to make sure that it's going down and not just staying stable. I don't expect it to increase. But if it doesn't go down, or if it increases, then I'll add the Abraxane in. As I've said before, I'm going to do whatever I have to do, you know, to stay alive. So that's pretty much the update. I do have some turkey tail mushroom supplements coming in. I placed on order. I have more of the Pancreas coming in, but that's, you know, that's normal. And I ordered another super thistlein, the milk thistle for my liver. Yeah. So I also was thinking that since I'm not taking the Pancreas the way everybody else is because I misread it, I will probably go to the 3 days consecutive on, 4 days off. And if I can manipulate it to where I'm doing the Pancreas 3 days and then I fast and then I have chemo the following day, I think that will also help, because I've read several reports that fasting before you do chemo actually throws the cancer into shock. So it's a good thing. It actually helps you to get rid of your cancer faster. Unfortunately, you do feel like deep fried shit, but you know, if you're killing the cancer, small price to pay, right? So as soon as I figure out what days they're going to schedule me for chemo, I'm gonna rework my Pancreas schedule. I always try to not have to take my Pancreas on the weekend, but that may adjust. I have a binder on right now because I've been, you know, going at it on my rebounder. Now that I know about the hernia there, I kind of want to make sure it's, you know, held together. So I'm not stressing it out or anything. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I mean, it's not great news. Cancer growing, I would consider bad news. But in the grand scheme of things, 1.1 centimeters in, you know, almost 2 months, I really can't freak out about that, because it seems like it's been crippled. Considering after my surgery, I went from 4,000 to nearly 13,000 in 1 month. That's how aggressive this little puppy is. So the 1.1 centimeter, I'm hoping we'll be able to just beat it up real quick. I have a vacation to go on in April. If you guys have any questions, definitely leave them below. I still believe in Pancreas 100%, because I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without it. Again, it works by itself for some people and others it doesn't. I'm one of the ones that it doesn't. I do, though, think it will, once I get rid of all of my cancer, I do think it'll help keep it away, keep it gone. I think that's it. If I remember anything else, I'll come back with another video. Just got to get my game plan together again. I'm probably going to do more juicing, just because I need the vitamins and nutrients. And I need to find a really good multivitamin for women. I'm taking Smarty Pants right now, and that was working really good. It had my white blood cells up, and then I ran out and I just bought a Centrum one, and now my white blood cells are lower than they were when I was on the Smarty Pants one. So I'm gonna go back on that. Well, I am back on that for right now. But I really want to, it has more sugar in it than I'd prefer, so I really want to find a really good multivitamin for women and start taking that. I did get my B12 ordered. B17 is on the couch, and B12 is on order. B12's on order, turkey tail mushrooms on order, supplements, and I got my Theracurmin, What's the other one? Jeez Louise. B complex. B complex? Panicure. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little off my game right now. And I'm honestly surprised I'm on this camera with this face, so. But anyway. That's the update. I'm still gonna beat this. Yeah. I think I've already said this. This is like the second time I've tried to do this video. I was motor mouthing through the first one and just forgot a bunch of information. If I said this, I'm sorry. I'm sure Ice Cream Truck Lady will have a few negative things to say to me. But the tumors that are left, aside from the 2 that are growing, my oncologist said they're so small, they're barely detectable. And he said it doesn't mean that it's dead. They could still be live, but with me starting back on chemo again, it should wipe them all out. So effectively, I am fighting 2 stubborn tumors that are still small. So that's what's going on right now. I can't think of anything else. So when I get my appointment, I'll come back and I'll let you guys know what's going on with my new protocol, my new schedule. It's not a new protocol, but a new schedule for my protocol. This was in the first video. I had the CT at 1:30 and I removed the bandage and it's still bleeding just a little bit. It's like eking out little droplets of blood. But yeah, it's 5:30 now. It's like 4 hours later. What? So anyway, I'm gonna deal with this and get my brain right, get a little exercise going on tonight to hopefully build up my immune system. And I'll be seeing you guys soon, hopefully with, well, I can't say good news because I haven't started chemo yet, but I will be talking to you soon about my new schedule. All right, sorry for being all over the place, guys. I just got some shit information, so I'm trying to hold it together. I didn't want to, wait until a few days from now when I'm probably going to be more together about it. I wanted to get you guys the information right away. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm sure I'll talk to you soon as I find out when my chemo is going to start. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.